Hello ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? We're back with another FIFA 22 video. It might be time to maybe retire the RTG. We haven't had much content for us to indulge in, I guess, which is why I had those previous Throwback Thursdays up. But it seems you guys would much rather enjoy watching some of these videos. So we're gonna bring them back just for maybe this week and next week, depending on if EA will release any more Chelsea related players, because we have had a lot of transfers. I say a lot, but you know, a good portion amount of transfers have occurred over the past couple of weeks. The huge ones for the club have been Raheem Sterling has signed for Chelsea, Koulibaly has signed for Chelsea, Cucurella has signed for Chelsea. Just recently we got Wesley Fofana, who has signed for Chelsea. And in terms of in-game content, they have been very slow with releasing any transfer related stuff related to us, because there has been a couple. There's been one showdown. There's been a lot of premium player cards like the Rüdiger, except there's been one for Renato Sanchez recently. There was one for Haaland, and a couple others that I can't remember. And apparently there is another versus showdown cards that will be coming out, one for Sevilla and one for Barcelona. And in terms of daily content, EA have only given us the 85 times 10, but they still have it locked under a certain amount of repeatables, which I don't really mind, because it gives me a sense of, you know, I should probably pace myself instead of opening these packs for 6 hours and just numbing myself with those packs. And you know, I ended up grinding a couple of the packs. I still have the 20 times 85 plus from the swaps tokens, so that pack is still yet to be opened, because there's been so many of the 85 times 10s, and there's a couple of 85 times 5s because of the FIFA 23 starter objectives or whatever that we get in FIFA 22, because there's some incentive, I guess, to do them, because the SBC is very simple to do. It just requires bronzes, 30 cam, 11 players. You do that, you get a player pick of an 84 plus, and then in the objective section you get an 85 times 5. And if you see in the description of that objective, you know, it'll tell you like, oh, you'll get X amount of coins per X amount of games in FIFA 23. So, you know, these are definitely worth doing in FIFA 22, and they're very simple to do, so I would recommend them if you haven't done them already. My only problem, I guess, would be that you have to wait every 2 days to complete the 84 plus player pick, which, you know, it's whatever at this rate, because it is August. We're about to head into September, and usually the game is out by mid-September to the end of September. And in terms of you know, Chelsea stuff, I've tried to incorporate Koulibaly and Cucurella into the team, because they're much easier to link. So my team at the end of this video won't be accurate to what I'm about to say, but it'll be somewhat accurate, because, you know, they're my players, and I get to figure out how to use the chemistry better, because I've seen a lot of FIFA 23 chemistry, and it's a little bit confusing for right now, but I think once we get into the game it'll be a lot more simpler, because, you know, you'll get your hands on it, you'll get to figure it out for yourself. I think FUTBIN right now allows you to use the FIFA 23 chemistry, so, you know, that should be some good practice for the squads I want to build. But for right now we still have the old chemistry, and it's a bit of a problem because for starters, EA are still slow in releasing a Chelsea version of Cucurella and Koulibaly. We already have a Chelsea version of Sterling. I'm surprised they haven't done the SBC yet for like a 96 or 97 version, which I would love to have right now. But as you can see on your screen, we have Hazard in at cam. He wasn't isolated before, but now he is, just because I wanted to see if I can get Rüdiger on better cam, maybe influence my right back. I tried to put Reece James there with Mount, but the chemistry was just not enough, apparently, or something was weird. But you know, I wanted to incorporate Rüdiger because that card is just crazy, and I loved his 90 Team of the Year nominee. And you know, he sadly does not link to Mendy anymore, which is why I was hoping that during Fuddies they would release a Fuddies premium version of the transferred Rüdiger, because you know, that was very early on in the summer that was announced. It was probably one of the first outings, I think, from Chelsea. One of the big outings, I would say. And you know, they never did any Footies premium for him. It would have been very perfect for us. You know, we could have still kept Mendy, because Koulibaly would link to Mendy, assuming that they would also make a premium version for him. And you know, on the right back would be Reece James, because premiums link to each other. And then Cucurella would have had a Chelsea card or something, and he would have just linked to Koulibaly regardless. So that's kind of what I envisioned to have at this point. But since Rüdiger is now at Real Madrid and he doesn't have any special links, you know, it's kind of hard to keep Mendy in that spot, because I could use Mendy there, but then he's not on full cam. Rüdiger's not on full cam. So, you know, I have to use Courtois here, which luckily for us, Courtois did play for Chelsea, if you guys didn't know. And he does get a lot of hate for being a snake, but we're not here to talk about that. We're just here to talk about FIFA cards and seeing how they help us link to each other, because not a lot of present Chelsea cards in this team, I will say that much. The only one that is present is Cucurella, and obviously, as you can see, we only have his shapeshifters, which was fairly cheap for the time being, because, you know, everybody can pack everybody. And EA are still hung up on releasing batches instead of just putting all the specials into packs right now. It's literally the end of August, early September. There's no point in waiting. Just put every single special into packs and just let us grind the 85 times 10. I don't know why they want us to keep doing this times 10 repeatable for like 10 times a day. As much as it is fun, you know, it's a bit tiring to do over and over and over again. Because I still want to pack the Shapeshifters Conte or the Team of the Year Conte, because those two are still expensive, I'm pretty sure. And you know, I haven't used Conte since his flashback. But you know, maybe we get a Koulibaly relatively soon. You know, I used his Team of the Season. It was okay. His pace being 91 base really doesn't tell you the full story, because even with a Shadow or Catalyst, he does not get the max pace that he should have. Maybe EA release a 97, 98 rated Koulibaly, and I can replace this IE with him. And maybe Cucurella becomes a Chelsea player in this FIFA, and you know, he'll get a much better link. But for right now, this is what the team will look like. I've been wanting to do FUT Champs. You know, I actually qualified for FUT Champs last week, but I never actually played. And it was dumb because I ended up redeeming the entrance to Weekend League, but I never actually did it. So that was a huge waste of points. But, you know, at the same time, I'm kind of really like not too concerned about it, because I'm in Div 2 right now. I'll probably play some games, see how it goes, maybe qualify, because, you know, there's not much left in this game besides that repeatable SBC, the FIFA 23 reward objective stuff, which kind of is meh, but you know, we do what we can with what we have. I guess my only wish for right now is that Cucurella and Koulibaly Chelsea specials, maybe Sterling as a cam, but I assume they would make him left left wing or something, because that's usually where Tuchel plays him right now. He kind of plays left wing and then comes more in centrally during the game. So I don't know what EA would do with that, but hopefully they do it soon. I have so much fodder to just throw into SBCs. I was thinking about doing Mo Salah, but his requirements are just absurd. And Salah didn't really do much for Chelsea. Obviously, if the requirements were a lot simpler, a lot easier, I would say, than what they are right now, I would 100% do him, because he's 5'5", 99 rated. Cam, could just easily replace Hazard here. But it's just not good enough for me. Those requirements just steer me away. So I'm kind of not really into his SBC. And obviously, the one downside for this year compared to last year is that last year I stopped making the Road to Glory Chelsea based only, because the upgrades, I guess, that we were getting weren't good enough until late into the year, which was after Team of the Season. But compared to this year, this year we got a bunch of good stuff during Team of the Season and after the Team of the Season. So I kind of felt like there was no need to stop a Chelsea-based Road to Glory. And, that's what we have right now, which, this team, as I look at it, it's pretty decent. I've tried Pato. I've switched them for Drogba for right now, and Drogba he's still that guy for me. I don't think I could replace him, which is pretty sad for the next FIFA, because I have to wait so long before his PIM is released or before I can buy his PIM, because the Drogba is he's just that guy compared to all the other Chelsea strikers that I've tried. And obviously some of the transfers right now, Timo Werner has now left Chelsea to Leipzig, back to Leipzig, which, for him would probably be good, because it probably gives him a higher chance of a Team of the Season in the Bundesliga if he does well enough again, because he has had many Team of the Seasons in the past. So, maybe we get one in FIFA 23, because, chemistry and all that stuff. I think the only thing I would need is German links, and Rüdiger's already a German link. Havertz is already a German link. Link in air quotes, because they don't really exist no more. Links don't really exist no more. We just get stars now. But I think the new chemistry will allow us to make better versions of Chelsea teams. Hudson-Odoi, I hear, is also going to the Bayern Liga. He's going to Leverkusen, and hopefully he does well there. That's where we got Kai Havertz, and Hudson-Odoi's been looking for a move. He's been looking for some more game time, because he's not getting it here. And maybe the Bundesliga suits him a little better. We'll see how it goes. I think in the news they were saying that they wanted a buy option, but that Chelsea didn't want to give that in there. So they settled for the loan. Wesley Fofana hopefully comes soon enough, and maybe EA will release a center back Chelsea card that's like 97 or something, which would be both good and bad, because we waited so long for Koulibaly. But maybe if we get Fofana first, then I wouldn't complain, but I would be kind of bummed out that they didn't do like Fofana Koulibaly dynamic duo or something, for objectives and whatnot. But yeah, I think the only thing left for this Road to Glory, I guess, would be a final send off. We did get that message where they said that Team of the Season, or not Team of the Season, that Weekend League was gonna have its final Weekend League. So I'll probably do one more Weekend League where I go all out, see how many wins I can get, and that'll be its own end video and stuff like that, and hopefully we can do something something special. Maybe not. I don't know. There's a lot of things I haven't settled with the club. Desai replaced his normal card, and I haven't done a goodbye, I guess, to that card. So has Drogba. Um, Eto'o is still in the club, I think, but I haven't SBC'd him because I want to get him his spot in a goodbye. I'm trying to make a Chelsea icons only team, but it's very hard because a lot of the icons right now are not being packed because everybody's just doing the 85 times 10, and icons are not in those teams or not in the pack rotations for those SBCs. I think so. The icon market is basically going up and up instead of going down to the ground. So it makes it harder for me, especially with the fact that I only have like 300k in coins. So it's probably barely enough for like one or two icons. Because I've been monitoring their price for a while now. Some of them reached 70k, and I didn't buy because I assumed they kept going down. And then people stopped packing them, so they started going up. But regardless of that, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the packs. Hopefully you guys enjoyed looking at the team. Maybe we get an update on the team for the next video. I'm still working on those Throwback Thursday videos because I still want to get those out. And hopefully you guys will see this today, tomorrow. I say today, tomorrow, but you know what I mean. It's relatively soon you will see this video, and hopefully EA will release more content for us. Because right now there's really no motivation for me to actually play the game. There's motivation to collect cards, but not really to play the game. So there's that. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.